Hey man, welcome back to another vlog, and by the title of the video, you are someone else built this engine. I'm a little scared on that, just because I don't know what kind of job they did. I hope that they So because I don't know what's going on with the engine, I'm going to try to do a lot of reliability mods. So one of the things I'm going to do is a catch can mod. If you guys been following with the E30, you guys already know about this catch can mod. I'm going to be doing a steam port vent set. And the one I went with is with the company called Trick Flow Specialties. This particular manifold, it is an LS3 manifold, and LS3 manifolds have zero room underneath. Like, you cannot put nothing under that. I tried some cheap little eBay knockoff steam port kit that I thought I could bend the lines and make it work, just to see. Didn't work. So then I ordered the actual legitimate LS1 steam port kit. Put it in, manifold still doesn't fit. So when that happens, there's only one thing you can do, and that is to go over the manifold with your steam port kit. Let's see here. We have some pictures we can kind of see. So if you see the diagram, there's like a crossover, and then it goes up, and it crosses on the top of the manifold. So it'll go like right around like this area right here, which is... it's okay. It doesn't look bad. I got everything in black. And when you get the kit, you're going to just have a bunch of AN fittings. You're going to have the fittings that go on the block. This is how it came in. It's a kit, and it just is how it comes in. And then you get your hose line kit. So we're going to have to measure, cut everything. Hope we don't mess up, because I'm guaranteeing that's just going to be exact. And then for the catch can setup, we're going to go with the -10 setup with these oil cap to -10 adapters. And the reason for that is because the LS valve cover, this is normally where you add oil, right? So we're gonna adapt this guy onto it like that, and it's O-ring sealed. And so now, out of your fill port, you have a -10 fitting. So this is an extra passenger valve cover, because your existing passenger already has that cap. And then your driver's side, it has like this weird little whatever that doodad is, and I don't really like that. So if you get 2 passenger valve covers, toss the other one to the other side and flip it, you'll have your oil cap over here and oil cap over here. You route the lines into a catch can somewhere over there, because your booster setup, you don't want a clutter more over there, right? So we're gonna throw the catch can over there, steam port kit over there. Yeah, I think that's it. I got this valve cover from a junkyard. I should have showed the before. I'm sure you guys could imagine how disgustingly dirty this was, but I hit it with the wire wheel, hit it with some purple whatever dissolvent stuff, and got it all nice and clean. So let's get on with building the steam port kit, installing the intake manifold. Then I can put the other valve cover on and then route the catch can setup. In the kit, you're going to get these little adapters that go onto the heads. These things are going to install into the heads, and you got to make sure that you don't forget this O-ring. This is what's going to create your seal. You want to sit that O-ring really, really flat, and then this piece of the metal sticking out, that's what's going to go into the head. Let me show you. Okay, so O-ring side, it's gonna go into the port. Bam, I can already feel it, that it like sat down, and then hardware is gonna go through. And then once you put that on, it'll create that seal, and that gives you your dash, whatever this is, 3, I don't know. And then you're gonna put that in all 4 corners and then run your lines accordingly. So kind of a cool kit, I like it. So I'm sure this isn't an everyone thing, but on these fittings, the threads, this one, focus, came with super jacked up threads. Dude, this is the 3rd time I tried to do this, and then I decided to do it right. Well, I mean, LS1 was also right. I just didn't know it wasn't gonna fit, but I can't even Come on.
2 weeks later.
I should have checked where I last left off in the recording, but we have the replacement fitting for the steam port kit. I'm pretty sure I recorded that it came in wrong. Summit came in clutch. I don't know where it's at. It's in the box somewhere. And they sent me the replacement fitting. I got some other things going on. In the meantime, I'm moving over to the catch can setup. Nick had a really nice idea, and it was leave the oil cap alone, because I was going to put that adapter here and then run the hoses to the catch can setup. And he's like, why not leave that? And then we can weld a -10 bung. And that's a great idea. That's awesome. So we're gonna move forward with that. Mounted the eBay catch can in the corner. So it's gonna be nice and tucked away. The line's obviously just gonna go whoop, whoop, and we're just gonna go on. Catch can is, you need it, man. Valve cover's gotta breathe.
Catch can is catch canning.
Catch canning is a catch can. So I'm gonna end up welding this on, just gonna clean it up and stuff. And luckily I have Nick here, fucking sponsor me over here, dude. I wasn't even pointing the camera at that. Luckily we have the -10 button. Made the hole, goes into the hole, and send it. Start welding. Sick. All right, you're gonna have to bear with me with the angle. I forgot my tripod. Okay, so because this valve cover probably has a lot of like oil residue in the casting just from use over the years, I'm gonna end up just burning it up with the TIG torch, lift some of that out, grind it away, and then I'll start doing a pass with some wire. But let's get started, man. That's disgusting, man. So let's get the camera closer. What do you call the stuff that comes up? Porosity, yeah. So all this gross stuff, it comes up as you're welding. You don't want that. It's so bad when you're welding. So I just did a little light pass, so it's not as bad. But welding on cast on anything that's been on a running car before, that's not brand new, it just sucks. So I'm gonna clean this up now with the wire wheel and then start welding. All right, so bung is welded. As much as I wanted to record a super bright light and add music and all this and that, I don't. So it's still hot, but for mocking purposes, I want to just show you guys kind of what we're working with here. So we're gonna put this on like that. And then this bung to this 90 are just gonna go straight, boom. And then this 45 is gonna go to a 120 that I bought, boom. And then catch can setup is chilling, man. In the last clip, I think we were talking about how there was messed up fittings, focus, for one of the ports on the heads, and I was waiting for Summit's reply on what to do. Luckily, they sent me a replacement. Super cool, guys. And we're getting started on steam port vents. I made one line because you got to do it once off camera, so it looks like you know what you're doing the whole time. Am I right? Yeah. And so I made one line, pretty painless. I kind of have a little system going on. And the way you're supposed to route it from the instructions that come with the kit, front driver goes into front passenger, and then front passenger to rear passenger into rear driver, and that's it, man. So I'm gonna just measure this real quick with the hose that was provided. Some of this guy right here. Gonna kind of like eyeball mock it up, mark it, and I'll show you guys like kind of the little trick I got to putting these fittings on, because low key, kind of a pain. All right, we're gonna get our fitting, take it apart. Now you have two pieces. We're gonna lubricate this side with some WD-40, you know what I'm saying? Hit it with that WD-40. Just a little bit, not a lot, just enough, you know? Then we're gonna put this on the vise. Put it on the vise. Slide your hose on. Make sure you make a clean cut with an angle grinder. Slide this in and push a little more. You want to make sure it's in nice and good, but not all the way. That's it, that's pretty good. Then you're gonna get your 90-degree fitting, lubricate this guy just a little bit, not a lot. Yeah, and then you're gonna get this guy and shove it in the hole while twisting like that. Yo, that was like way easier. And you want to apply pressure to the hose so the hose doesn't get like spit out as you're twisting. I guess Then get your oversized wrench because somebody doesn't have a smaller wrench. And you're just gonna start spinning, man. Cool. Then that's in all the way. And you wanna make sure that it's all nice and lined up. Good to go. And that's it, man. You made your A in line. Then your car should start running after this. All right, then come to the engine. And then connect your fitting. So connect your fitting, pass it. I'm gonna give it enough slack to tuck it under that. And I want it to meet up with the next guy. So the real big thing here, throw this over like that. I almost don't wanna see it. So you kind of see how it's flowing, it's going under, and then wherever it's at here, I'm just gonna pinch it with my fingers, and I know I'm gonna cut in front of it, so then I'm gonna tape it, max center, and the tape is just preventing fray. And then that's my center cut right there. Clean that is, man. Look how clean that is. All right, how to do all this off camera, man. It's a little freaking ugly. It's a little annoying to do. Those 90s are gonna tear up your fingers. It's just, it is what it is. Make sure you guys give yourself plenty of space. Get after it, get on, make it nice and pretty. And your manifold should And the reason we went with this route is because under the manifold, we get some light under there. See that? There's no room for anything to fit under this LS3 manifold, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Now, we're gonna move over to the catch can setup.
3 days later.
Alrighty, I routed more of the harness. It looks nice and tucked. It looks great. Shout out Nick, he's doing a lot. That 120 that I was talking about came in. So this 120 degree gives me a straight pitch to go over and hit this guy. So now I'm gonna make the A in line from down here to there, and then up there to there. And same way as when I did these. And then the reason I did this like a lot more loose is so I can fit the throttle positioning sensor. Without this play plugging it in, and if it was like over or more tucked even under, it'd be in the way. So on this side, I know there's only a throttle cable, which everything's free, everything's good, but let's focus on making the AN lights for the catch can, and let's get this done. So one of the biggest things, a little tip if you guys have never made AN lines, is you want to make one side. It's pretty simple, you don't got to measure anything, and then once this side is made and you bring it on over, you kind of put your tape kind of where it's going to be at. And I wanted this like tight line, and then I kind of marked the fitting at the end where it's gonna go, and that's pretty much where I'm gonna cut it and then make the fitting. That's probably the easiest way to do it. If you're off by even a little bit, what's gonna end up happening is this line was supposed to be straight, but there's a slight bend in it, which it's okay. It just kind of tightened down my catch can a little bit, and it's all set to go. It's just start recording. Is it already recording? All right. So I ordered the wrong line. Oh man, I still ran it without that little shiny piece on the inside, and Nick tried to Hulk smash up this thing apart. It didn't come apart. I'm just gonna run it. If I start seeing oil like dripping or something, I can replace it. It's nice and visible. It's fine.
The car's gonna blow up.
It might, man.
Blow up.
It might. Is that better?
It's better.
Those brake lines will get eliminated, just not today. But anyways, that concludes today's video with, I forgot what this whole video is about.
The catch can, right?
It wasn't
the
just
catch can?
Oh, steam ports. So we did steam ports in this video, and we did the catch can setup. Super simple. 1 day process. Definitely not over a month.
Why'd you change your shirt, man?
I got dirty.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, but yeah, that's it for today's video, man. I hope it's a video. I don't know. We're about to find out. But there's lots of progress happening. Nick is working his magic over here. It's gonna be great. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom. Peace. I don't know what to say. Later.